afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and excuse me, welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for January 8th, 2021, Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Many of us kind of ask the question of ourselves, do we trust ourselves? The most amazing thing occurs when you trust 100% of the time. You suddenly find that you are living without fear. See, when you doubt yourself or you have an issue or a hard time trusting yourself 100%, the fear melts in. But when you have, through the heart mind, 100% of the time trusting yourself, you suddenly find that you are living without fear, free from worry, and always looking forward to the next moment of life. The greatest power in the universe becomes available when you are continuously trusting yourself 24 hours a day. It's not once in a while or, here and there. You do discover a light inside you that easily shines the way in life's darkest hours. Without trust, we become blind, desperate, weak, fearful, and demanding. We can simply choose to trust ourselves, and everything will unfold magically in our lives. There's no need for any guru or teacher when you have mastered trust. You become the living master, the one who chooses your ultimate destiny in life, no matter where you are and who you're with. You discover this great trust for yourself now, today, by simply relaxing into your entire body. Release any form of tension that you find when there is no more residual tense holding left inside you. And a gentle yet powerful flood of vibrant new creative energy will come through. And when you're totally in your relaxation, you'll discover this feeling of serenity will open your heart, causing your soul to shine like the sun. You let this inner light be your ultimate guide, and know it will always show you the way. Trusting yourself is the most natural thing you can do in this life, and it feels so good. So when we go into relaxing our bodies, trust is really important. Outwardness of the mind is suffering. Inwardness is happiness. Outwardness of the mind is suffering. Inwardness is happiness. Ramana. Have you ever noticed that your mind can get wrapped around this tiny little idea that life is not perfect the way it is, and that all the circumstances of your life are not the way they should be? Now, the mind can easily become attached to the idea that if something is not perfect, then you certainly cannot find peace, happiness, or even love today. Perhaps the kitchen is a mess, or there's a pile of papers on your desk, or your loved one isn't behaving exactly the way you'd like them to. Whatever the reason is, whether rational or irrational, the mind can easily get snagged in the thought of needing things to be perfect in order for you to relax inside and feel that everything is perfect exactly as it is. Whenever you start believing that your life isn't exactly how it should be aware. A perfection saboteur is lurking close by. We all have an inner saboteur voice inside us. This sabotaging energy is easy to pinpoint. It is always critical. It's never easygoing, and it's always trying to achieve for selfish reasons instead of thinking about serving humanity, mankind. When our saboteur is running our lives, you be sure you're not smiling or have a stern look on your face through the day. By simply being aware of your own inner saboteur and not buying into its long list of complaints, you take back the happiness steering wheel of your life. You realize that life doesn't have to look a certain way for you to be happy. You can simply choose to accept and allow for life to be the way it is, and choose to be happy right now. There's only one way to happiness, that is to cease worrying about things that are being the power of your will. Epictetus, 1st century AD. The major problem with trying to achieve perfection in anything is that the mind will never, ever be 100% satisfied. And sure, it may momentarily believe perfection has arrived, yet give it 24 hours and it will soon decide there is room for more improvement. The reason for this is because the mind has become addicted to desire. It is caught in the wheel of wanting, and it doesn't know any other way to be. We would all love to be the creative master who is in control of our existence, and this is possible once we realize the wheel of trying to fulfill desires never satisfies. Then we have the power to find what does truly satisfy, the core essence of our being. This is always at ease with life. It's always at ease, accepting life as it is and not needing to improve upon anything. This is the only way to truly allow yourself to find real love, real long peace inside. Mistakes, blunders, grammatical errors are part of our life, and they capture the attention of the perfectionistic mind. The skill to notice when the perfectionist is being hypercritical and not buy into its belief is enormous. If you simply practice watching the mind closely throughout your day, you'll see that it's at work constantly. It will even work at trying not to be this hungry rat who is struggling to get off the wheel of desire. The mind loves the hunt that keeps it searching after the next hanging nugget of cheese. It thinks it is getting closer to perfection with every action, yet it isn't aware of the fact that it cannot arrive simply because it cannot stop running and searching. The mind is addicted to the thrill of the possibility that one day it will reach its goal and it will be happy, which is precisely what causes it to miss the gratitude that is available right now. It's important to understand that the mind, to understand it and see how it works, if you want to transcend its grasp on you, just taking a small, tiny step back from it, you can see it is a highly creative thinking machine. It is only doing its job to constantly think and think and think about all the many ways it can do, have, become, create, eliminate, and improve upon life. It is always generating new problems as quickly as it finds the last answers. It thinks everything is normal just as long as it has something significant to do with its time. This is the typical programming society has given the mind, and there is nothing wrong with this. The only issue is that it can become so highly addicted to and entertained with the wheel of desire that it doesn't realize it's actually stuck running on the wheel just yet. If your mind is caught in an eternal internal rat race, these next words may be of great importance to you. Believe it or not, there is an ancient yogic science that has proven how anyone can find total peace and satisfaction and reach it within 48 minutes. These yoga masters have studied the mind through their meditation students and have realized that the liberation of the ego mind is much like boiling water. As we all know, that water needs to be boiled at exactly 100 degrees Celsius to start evaporating. Not a degree less will do. The same is with the mind. It needs exactly 48 minutes of sitting silently, being still, looking within, and doing nothing before it begins to evaporate as well. Nobody knows why water boils at 100 degrees, or why it takes 48 minutes exactly before the mind lets go. What is important is that it is a scientific fact, and this phenomena has been known for centuries. For just 48 minutes of sitting like a statue, not moving at all, you will have some form of experience in transcending the mind and discovering a reservoir of peace within. Think about that. Any real ecstasy is a sign you are moving in the right direction. Don't let any prude tell you otherwise. St. Teresa of Avila. Be aware of the mind. It will do everything and anything to avoid sitting still, doing nothing for 48 minutes. Yet, if you want to find something beyond this world, a slice of heaven within you, a window of clarity in your life, make some time this week to sit and try it out. You will be amazed. You have nothing to lose but your ego. Simply sit in a comfortable position in a chair or on the floor with your back against a wall and close your eyes. Get a timer so you don't have to keep an eye on the clock. And rest deep inside yourself for 48 minutes. Just relax. Start with scanning your body and letting go of any tension in your muscles and follow your breath. Rest into your innermost personal connection to the source this moment. No efforting is required in this practice. This is a simple invitation to discover the divine peace inside you by inviting the ego to learn patience. Be aware of the mind. It will have all sorts of excuses not to do this exercise. It will also try to jump out in the middle of it because the ego is terrified of being defeated. And yes, you will conquer the ego and mind and transcend your suffering on a significant level after being cooked for 48 minutes by stillness. You'd be amazed at what miracles can happen in such a short amount of time. If you can justify spending 2 hours watching a movie, you surely can take 48 minutes to find the God source itself. Just sit in silence. Notice who and what is watching it all. And soon, you'll become aware of the watcher watching the witnesser. The watcher watching the witnesser. Seeing the sea of thoughts flowing by. When this occurs, you are knocking on the door to nirvana. And remember, the experience of suffering is optional. You don't have to live in doubt, confusion, or fear. Freedom is a personal choice. You can turn off that highly addictive monitor for a while and take a little personal journey inward to discover the amazing being you truly are. You probably won't find anything perfect inside you right away, and you might initially feel that this meditation makes everything inside feel more chaotic and unsettling. Yet, what you'll discover after your 48 minutes are over is brilliant. You will have a glimpse and feeling of true perfection. You'll have a glimpse of transcending the ego and mind and discovering a state of oneness with the universe. And remember that this is a science, so if you do it, you cannot fail. Think of it as an experience that allows you to know yourself as divine. And right now, there is enough curiosity inside you to try it out. Jump on this opportunity and take the chance to truly discover the real perfection that is already inside you now. So enjoy it if you choose to. So if you will, go to the place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure we all are, and the first thing that we care to do is relax our bodies, head to toe, inside and out, and trust yourself 100%. No doubt. Because in full 100% trust in ourselves, there is no fear. There is no doubt. There is no suffering. There's just total relaxation into yourself. So as you do this, you can feel any stress and tension and constriction. Something that's, we build up this constriction, this heaviness that we burden ourselves with worry and stress and fear and wonder and worry and stress and fear. And we create it. So we can uncreate it just by letting go. And you can feel it as it leaves the body. You can feel yourself just sink into the body. Stress is one of the main causes of our biological breakdowns in these bodies. So when you let go of everything, the body's going to automatically respond, and it's going to let go of everything. From head to toe, you'll feel it like a wave, warm wave, and all of it just leaving you, and you don't have any doubt, and you have 100% trust in yourself. This is when you begin to taste freedom. So as we relax the body, we move into the now. And why is it that we move into the now? To still the ego and the mind. All the chatter, all the noise, which brings in all of these prefabricated thoughts, most of which aren't ours, where then we have doubt, and then we gain fear, and then we have suffering. It's like a domino effect. So the now eliminates that. You don't have the noise or the chatter. You're 100% confident with yourself. You don't travel into the past. We all have a tendency to reminisce into the past, but we don't stay there. Some of us, though, stay there so long that we end up taking that past, moving into a future that doesn't exist, creating that past, creating that future from that past, reliving that past in that future. This is why so many people on this planet say, I don't feel like I'm going anywhere. I'm so bored with life, and there's got to be more to it than this. And we don't really correlate or connect with that fact that we took a past and created a future from it. Same with going into the future. Going into a future that doesn't exist is dangerous, because what do you get? Expectations, attachments, suffering, wondering, worrying, fear, doubt in oneself. So that's why the now is so important. The moment, every moment, the very moment that you're in, the space between heartbeats. So how do we stay in the now? Our breath. Our breath is divine positive energy. It's super powerful. And so our breath, divine positive energy, when you leave the now, and we all do, we don't stay in the now that much. But when we leave it, it's because of thoughts. And these wandering thoughts, and we grab onto one that takes us right out of the now, and we're everywhere. We're in the past, we're in the future, we're in what ifs, and when, and how. But when you're consciously aware of that, you say, I'm wandering off, I know that, so I just focus on my breath, and I'll be in the now. So I practice being in the now. It's difficult at times, because you get external chatter, and other people will try to bring you out of the now, because they want to know things, and they want to know future things, and they want to plan this, and they want to do that. And that's a challenge, but it's also a positive, because they're teaching you to discipline yourself. These people that want this and want that, and they want this organized, and this done, and that done. And it totally pulls you out of the now, and you're in the future, see? And sometimes it frustrates people when you're focused on the now, because you can say to them, well, we got to do, and what about tomorrow, and this and that? And you go, I'm just in the now. And that frustrates people. It irritates them. But you're teaching them, as well as them teaching you. So they're teaching you how to concentrate, continually concentrate on the now, and not be enticed or pulled through hurriedness, irritation, off of the now. And remember, it's all about you. It's not about anybody else. It's all about you that you focus on. And these are the challenges that you actually put in your way to challenge you to stay in the now. But all of us have experienced the now. And the more we're in it, the more we like it, and the more we care to stay in it. And that is why the breath is only in the now. You can't have a breath tomorrow or a breath yesterday. You're just in the now. So when you wander off with thoughts, and you're consciously aware of it, you gently come, and you focus on your breath, and you're in the now again. And after practice, you will stay more and more and more in the now. Now we have our divine positive energy, our breath. And through our heart-mind's motion picture, we see our body. And we see these colored wheels of light as we're in a relaxed position, and we're sitting, and we see these colored wheels of light, and we also see the God Force Love Light energy, which is flowing through these colored wheels of light. So we take our divine positive energy, our breath, and we combine it with the God force love light energy. We watch how this happens. And these energy vortexes, these chakras, 7 main, that go all the way from the tip of our spine all the way up to the top of our heads. And we begin, and these tell us a lot. They tell us a lot. They're very important while we're in these physical forms. So we start with the root chakra, the Muladhara. And this is a red wheel of light. And it deals with survival. And it is blocked by fear. And we create the fear. So it interrupts our survival. Then we move to the orange wheel of light, the sacral chakra, the Vadhisthana. This deals with pleasure and is blocked by guilt. Have you ever experienced that? You can't have pleasure if you have guilt. Then we move to the golden yellow wheel of light, which is the solar plexus chakra, the Manipura. This deals with willpower, and it is blocked by shame. Then we move to the emerald green wheel of light, the heart chakra, the Anahata. This deals with love, and it is blocked by grief. And we move to the blue wheel of light, the throat chakra, the Vishuddha. This deals with truth, and it is blocked by lies. And then we move to the indigo wheel of light, the third eye chakra, the Ajna. And this deals with insight, and it is blocked by illusion. And then we move to the violet wheel of light, the crown chakra, the Sahasrara. This deals with cosmic energy, and it is blocked by ego attachment. So you understand that when you remove the ego attachment, the cosmic energy is uninterrupted and flows effortlessly. This is our connection to the divine, to the astral plane, to the spiritual plane, to all the realms, to all the particles of existence. And when we see and watch these powerful energies, these frequencies, God force love light energy and our divine positive energy breath, and we've got it all the way sitting on the top of our head. And so, what do? We hold it briefly, about 3 seconds. I am light, I am love, I am. And in those 3 seconds, we compress and condense it, and we watch this through our heart, mind's motion picture. We compress and condense it into pure liquid energy, omnipotently powerful. And we release it gently over the pineal gland. We know that the pineal gland is very important to us. We're in these physical forms. It is the gateway to all the particles of existence. It's the gateway to pure consciousness, the God source. It connects us to the heart, the God heart, the heart mind, the spirit, the soul, the higher self, all of it. So you view the pineal gland in your heart, mind, and emotion picture, how you view it, however you view it. I view it as a green ball, a rosebud, and when I release this pure liquid energy, that rosebud immediately goes into a full bloom, massive, massive rose with multicolored petals and a beautiful, wonderful fragrance. And it brings you into almost a stasis of nothingness. And it's an effortlessness, a total relaxation, complete trust that you experience this connection to the God source of which you are. And you immediately are able to connect with all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever, because you are everything. And you look at these energy vortexes, these chakras, and when they're when you're aware that they're free-flowing and not obstructed or blocked, it's like a rocket. It starts with the root chakra and moves all the way up. And once it hits the crown chakra, it takes off into all the particles of existence. We also are consciously aware that we are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude. It's our frequency. It's what we choose in the now with a relaxed body and an open pineal gland, an opened energy vortexes. All of our chakras are free-flowing, and they are not blocked because we have identified and know what does block them. And we also know consciously that the body, the ego, the mind, the subconscious mind, the God, the pure consciousness, the heart mind, the higher self, the soul, the spirit, all one. So you can understand that we are heaven on this earth. And every single step we take, we create paradise. And we're learning to shine our light outward. 360 degrees, flooding in waves out. Saturating inside now every single one of us in deep, pure, eternal love and gratitude. It's absolutely spectacular. It is our natural state of being, and it is in our discovery of this natural state of being. Other parts of us, we call out to all of them. We call out to different facets and reflections of us, which we are all one in all existence and beyond. So we call out to all the light energy beings and all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light and the full liberation of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. Now, they come in the googleplexes. One googleplex fills this universe. They come in trillions of googleplexes from every direction. And they're with us now, consciously. And we call upon all the inhabitants of inner Earth, hollow Earth, Agartha, and beneath Earth. Many, many, many civilizations, species, only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, the full liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now. We call upon all the galactics, all the celestials, all the off-worlders. This covers everywhere, all the galaxies, all the universes. But only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this meditation, forming the circle of light in this now. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them, even though they're reflections of us. And this includes the different civilizations and species and levels. The good, the not so good, and the bad. Understanding that only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the form of the circle of light. So it's our frequency, collectively. If you're in turmoil and hate and anger and revenge and destruction, you won't be able to sustain your presence with this light that we all are, of the God force, love, light, energy. You just won't. You must be consciously aware that you are. So we have the Pleiadians, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, the Zeta Reticuli, the Feline, Syrians, the Nords, the Greys, the Draco, the Reptilian, the Golden Pyramid, the Avian, many, many, many more. They've been assisting us in our evolution, enlightenment, ascension, freeing ourselves from our own self-imposed bondage and slavery. And they come in the uncounted numbers. You can't count them all. And they're with us now. We call upon all of our loved ones, all of those who have ascended out of body in this lifetime and all lifetimes that we have inhabited. Only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, forming the circle of light, and the complete liberation of this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. And they come in the billions, and they're with us now, consciously. Now we call upon all the little light energy beings who have decided to be housed in the following forms on, in, above, and below this planet, Earth, Gaia, Arya, and this now. And only those who are consciously aware that they are of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal love, and of and from the highest of deepest, deepest, deepest eternal gratitude, can be with us in this now, in this meditation, in the forming of the circle of light. It is imperative, no matter how many times we repeat this, that we are aware that it only those of the collective who are consciously aware can participate in this meditation, in this liberation. Now, we're only familiar with a smidgen of them. And they come in the numbers of trillions in shapes, colors, sizes, forms, configurations, which we've never seen before or even witnessed. And the ones that we are a smidgen aware of are the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the dwarves, the trees, the trolls, the elementals, earth, air, water, fire, wood, ether, the mermaid, the dolphin, the whale, the pegasus, the unicorn, the centaur, and the minotaur. And many, many, many more. And And they come in so many different forms, and they are all consciously with us. They are consciously aware. And we're all gathered. We're all reflections of each other. All one. Arm in arm, hand in hand. All of our gods one. And we're in full compassion, non-judgment, non-negativity, stillness of mind, gentleness, kindness, generosity, humbleness, bliss, joy, peace, tranquility, benevolence, prosperity, abundance. And we're all one, and we're all God, and we're all love. And our God light energy, our God force love light energy, is in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever beyond, and forever. And it continues to intensify, and it continues to expand consciously. We all immediately form a massive circle of light at the equator of this planet Earth, Gaia, Arya, in this now. This is our God force love light energy. It is the God source housed in each and every one of us. And this light is so brilliant that it grays out the darkness of sacred space. It would take over 1,000 suns in this solar system, 1,000 billion, to even come close to its radiance. It floods all of our brothers and sisters, all life, the highest supreme value in the universe, head to toe, inside and out, endlessly, continuously, eternal. And it is a reflection of all of us, a reminder of who and what we are. That's why the liberation of this planet cannot be put asunder, cannot be stopped. So we began to levitate above the planet as a circle of light. And as we do this, we're met with a massive ocean of glitter. And we see that there's trillions of different colored lights, all vibrantly flashing, sparkling everywhere. And when we look a little bit closer through our Heart, Minds, Motion picture, we see these mirrors, and they're reflecting all of us gathered in this meditation as all parts of us, all teaching, all learning, all experiencing, back and forth. Astronomical, phenomenal, magna-glorious. And then we're immediately met with the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are the power of healing. Then we're met with the violet, blue, purple flaming light of Archangel Michael. This is a column of light that reminds us all of our omnipotent power, strength, and resolve. Then we're met with a white fire. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we are imbued head to toe, inside and out, with the God force love light energy. It is what we're made of, and it shines outward, and it encases us, encapsulates us, and nothing externally can do anything to harm it, disturb it, destroy it, disintegrate it. Nothing externally. But only you have the power. That, if you decide, whether consciously or unconsciously, to lower your vibrational frequency, through hate, anger, deceit, greed, envy, fear, guilt, you will lower your vibrational frequencies low enough where you will create a breach in your white fire armor, enough so to allow all of the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies to come flooding in. If you do decide to do this, excuse me, you will be met with the purple transmuting flame. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the purple transmuting flame. We can transmute all these lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies into neutral light substance and send them to pure consciousness where they are no more. Then we're met with the violet ray. This is a column of light that reminds us all that we can bring in the violet ray. We can purify and cleanse the area where the lower dark matter, survival matter frequencies once were, restoring our harmony of deep eternal love and gratitude, sealing the breach in our white fire armor, reestablishing the God light energy that we are. Then we're met with the golden white pink light. This is a column of light that reminds us, all of us, that we are the sunsets and the sunrises. We are the sun, the sunlight. We are the rain and the rainbows. We are the trees, the forest. We are the sky, the clouds. We're the snow, all the animals. We're everything. So when you gaze upon a sunset or a sunrise or an ocean or a river or a stream or a lake, anything, and you're in awe of the beauty, you're in awe of you, of the beauty that you are and the splendor that you are and the love that you are. Now, we continue to elevate above the planet, to ascend. And some of us step outside our physical form if we're carrying physical form and float effortlessly above it. And as we continue to ascend, we come across this massive crystalline light tower which we created, which is larger than this universe. In the center of the column, we see this oblong sphere. It's got numerous bands of vibrant, sparkling lights around it, all sending out pulsing mists in these colors, saturating all of us. In the center is a golden white light, shimmering and sparkling and sending out golden waves of mist, saturating, flooding, and bathing all of us inside and out, head to toe. And the golden white light is deep eternal love. All of the other bands of light, gratitude, joy, happiness, bliss, prosperity, well-being, great wealth, trust, relaxation, all reflections of us. And at the top, we designed it so the golden ocean can come flooding all 360 degrees, cascading down over all of us, saturating inside and out, head to toe, all of us. And this is deep, pure, eternal love and gratitude. And it's eternal. Doesn't wane, dissipate. And we are the drops of this golden ocean. And we contain the essence of this golden ocean. And the ocean is the drops, and the drops are the ocean. We're all one. Separation is the illusion. Then we see our meditative sphere. It's at center circle. We all created this sphere almost 3 years ago. It's at center circle, It houses almost 1,200 of our meditations in perpetual motion. It's absolutely phenomenal. And it's bristling and glowing and sending out deep, eternal love waves and gratitude waves to all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. And this is why it continues to intensify and it continues to expand. And it can be seen, heard, and felt in all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. It never ends. You can see this through your heart, mind's motion picture. This expansion is massive. There is no force in existence that can even compare to this force or even compete with it. It is the force of all creation. It is all the love, all the deep eternal love and gratitude. It is all that there is, all that there ever has been, ever will be, ever, beyond, and forever. This is why we experience what we're experiencing with this planet and the civilization. The vibrational frequencies have accelerated beyond measure. The deep eternal love and gratitude, the power, the omnipotent power that we all are, combined as the collective consciousness, is disintegrating by elevating into higher frequencies of love, joy, light, and these energies, lifts us into 5D and will continue to lift us beyond. This we create as the new earth. Feel it. See it through your heart, mind's motion picture. Move into total trust of oneself. There's only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things that are beyond the power of our will. I'll join you in the meditation and return to close us out. Take an easy breath in through your nose. Easy breath out through the mouth. Move slowly. Embrace the trust that you are. Trust yourself 100% of the time. No doubt is allowed. Through trusting yourself, with no expectations and attachments, your suffering will end. And the joy will come flooding in. And the peace that you are will be everywhere. Take this with you the rest of the day, into the evening and night, and the following morning. And we will be back here Saturday, January 9th, 2021, 3 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation